I'm joined by Erin Bellinger, the Taylor softball head coach, as they get ready for the home stretch here of the 2021 season to look back at the season so far. Erin, you and the team are currently 30-12, third place in the Crossroads League. How do you think that the season's gone so far?
Yeah, I mean, it started off a little rocky for us, playing in Arizona and not being able to practice very much before we get out there is a little difficult, but it's so good for us because now we've, through the season playing all these games that we've had, we've kind of found our way and found ourselves. And the girls, offensively, defensively, pitching, we're kind of getting going on all cylinders now. So it's really coming together now, and it's always beneficial when you play a lot of games. And so we haven't had too many games canceled, which is great. Unfortunately, the snow and the cold today doesn't really help us much, but looking forward to the games, later this week and next week, and just continuing, our success on the field.
The team is batting 318 this year, 68 doubles, which is 18th best in the country. Kristen Mahala leading the way with a 364 average. Emma West right on her heels at 344. Erin, you talked about how potent this offense was going to be at the beginning of the year before you guys headed out to Arizona. What's it like to see that come to fruition here so far?
It makes our jobs a lot easier, for the coaching staff. So, I mean, the girls have killed it when they, at practice in the batting cages, when we go to hit. That's kind of been one of our main focuses this year. We've been really strong on defense so far, but being able to get that offense rolling too. And so when we go hit, our hitting coach, Jack, he's done a great job with the girls, and they're all really buying in. And I think that's, a really important part in our success. And so, with being, it's such big threats, on the offensive side of things, they can hit, gap to gap, but they can also hit home runs too. And so that helps us a lot. And, we have some slappers on our team too. And so to be that triple threat offense, that we really wanted to be from the beginning, that's something that I've been telling the girls and trying to, teach them and get them going on, on those type of things. So being that triple threat offense and being able to, put into work, what we've been doing in the cages to out on the field, it's finally all coming together.
And one young lady who's had a pretty monstrous last couple of weeks is your freshman, Aaliyah Rastetter. She has come in, gotten a hit in 10 of the last 12 games. The last 2 weeks, she's hit her first 6 home runs of her career, and she's batting 368. Where has this come from?
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. She did get a new bat, so we're kind of saying maybe it's the bat. But I mean, all jokes aside, she puts in the work. I mean, she stays after practice. She goes in on her own. Like, she has been putting in the work. And, at the beginning of the year, her batting average didn't really show it. She didn't have the home runs like she does now. She was hitting the ball hard then, though. She was hitting the ball hard. She was making good contact. She was just hitting it at people. She was pretty unlucky, at the beginning of the year. And so now it's all coming together. So she's kind of like, she's found herself. And so to get those first home runs, and she's still hitting the ball hard, the new bat's helping a little bit, but she's really done a great job on and off the field to put in that work.
And it's a cool looking bat too. I mean, if you
It
got to
is.
look good to play good, right? That's kind of probably part of the
Yeah.
battle too. It's a cool looking bat.
It's what we always say, look good, play good, but that bat, I think it's brand spanking new. I mean, it might be a 2021 edition. So yeah, she's one of the rare ones that still swings a DeMarini bat, for those that are really into, the brands. Because a lot of girls swing Eastons now and the Louisvilles, but she still swings that DeMarini bat, and she loves it. So do whatever you want, girl. Whatever helps you.
For sure. A pitching side, team 6th in the country in strikeouts, led, of course, by Maddie Evans, who broke the single season record for strikeouts, currently at 185. How has she been so successful this season? And you've just seen her grow stronger and stronger in the circle since her freshman season.
Yeah, she's done an incredible job. She really put in the work in the off season, and it's showed so much. She in the past is kind of started off slow, and that was a conversation that she had with our hitting coach Jack. And so, I think that kind of like put into realization for her that, like, yeah, you're right. Like, I have had some slow starts, and she talks about it all the time. And so she was determined to not have a slow start this year. And again, it's showed so much on the field. And so, with her starting off the season, she started off great. And now even like she's been on a continual, like, I mean, I think she's going on that upward climb. And so she has been so good. And, even with her strikeouts. It's not just her strikeouts, but it's her command on the mound. It's, her in the field. It's her batting. She is, again, she's rolling offensive, defensively, all of it.
And one of the other pleasant surprises this year, pitching wise, has been Cassie Lewis. She leads the country in saves with 8. And you just go back to that game against Marion where she came in and she shut things down, and just she really thrives in those big moments, because it seems like every time that you bring her into pitch, there's like people at second and third, there's nobody out, the game's kind of hanging in the balance, and she just seems to thrive on it when maybe some other people, would struggle a little bit potentially.
Yeah. And that's one thing I think we talked about, a couple of games ago at post-game interview, is she's been put in some really tough situations, and she has done an incredible job. And, for her, she hasn't pitched much for us, prior to this year, a few appearances here and there. But for her this year, coming in and getting those saves and coming at the end of the game, that's been her game. And she has, done it really well. And she loves coming in and getting those saves now. It's something she's like, she's ready to go in. She's always ready to go in, even the big situations, even nobody on, nobody out, whatever it may be. She's always ready to go in. And, her confidence this year has significantly, she's done a great job with that. That's something that she's struggled with in the past. And so for her confidence is at an all-time high right now, I think, and I can see it on the field. And she, she's always smiling. She's always, got her little swag out there, and she's having a great time. And that's something that I always tell the girls is just go out there and have a fun time, have a good time. And that's something that it looks like they're doing right now.
You guys getting ready for the home stretch of the season. The Crossroads League Tournament is right around the corner. What do you want your team to focus on these last couple of weeks of the regular season, and how big of a role do the seniors play in that mindset?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things is just keep playing our game. Like I said, it seems like we've finally found ourselves on both ends. And so I think for them to just keep playing their game and playing to their potential and having fun, I think are the biggest things that we just want them to focus on. And they just need to keep it simple, and we don't want to make things too complicated for them. And, even for us, for the coaching staff, we just need to keep it simple, have fun, and play our game, and then the outcome is hopefully going to go our way. And so, for that, I think those are the most important things for them. And our seniors have done an incredible job this year. Taylor Wilson coming back for her 5th year has been huge for us. And, she's finally found herself too. She struggled a little bit in the beginning, but now she has really taken on, that 5th year senior role. We kind of make fun of her, and joke with her a little bit, but it's all fun and games. And she has been really strong for us. She's done a great job. And Kara Tucker, she's always, defensively, she's one of the best second basemen that I've ever seen. She's been a 4-year starter here, and she does her job really well too, up to the plate when she needs to get a sacrifice bunt down, or if it's a hit and run, she practices those things and she thrives in those situations, and she's done a great job with that. And I think, all around, it's not just our seniors. Our girls have done a great job lately of just coming together and playing for each other. And, I think the results are finally beginning to show.
Erin, thanks for the time. Best of luck with the last couple of regular season doubleheaders as you guys get ready for the postseason.
Thanks, Rick.
That is Erin Bellinger, the Taylor softball head coach, joining me today to stay up to everything Taylor softball. Just log on to TaylorTrojans.com.